The Battle for Corrupted Island 2.0 mod just dropped a couple of weeks ago, but I couldn't let this one sneak by me. This is one of the few Pibby mods that have come out in a long time, and it starts out with the darkness taking over the island as soon as we begin. In this video, I want to explain how boyfriend, girlfriend, and Pibby got into this situation, and I also want to give you the backstory of all the major characters that ended up getting corrupted in this mod. Now, boyfriend, girlfriend, and Pibby actually arrive in this universe because they've been traveling together trying to get away from the darkness, but of course, they have not had much luck because the darkness is basically consuming everything. Something interesting about boyfriend in this mod is that he actually takes on the form of his hat, while girlfriend becomes the speaker that she usually sits on, and surprisingly, Pibby gets to maintain her humanoid form instead of turning into like her sword or something. Sadly, this is one of the few Pibby mods where both boyfriend and girlfriend end up being taken by the darkness. Another reason I said that this is sad is because boyfriend and Pibby have been partners in fighting against the darkness for a long time now, and now in this mod we actually get to see boyfriend chasing her down. And even in this mod, Pibby kind of talks about how at least she still has the memory of boyfriend with her. Now, girlfriend's situation is a little bit weird because we don't actually get to see her get corrupted by the darkness, but instead she ends up being devoured by evil Leafy. But we don't know what actually happens to her after that point. She could come back as a glitched object, or she could simply be gone. The next character I want to talk about here is going to be Flower. She's another character that ends up getting corrupted early on in the mod, and she is one of the contestants from the original web series, Battle for Dream Island. And she actually appeared from season 1 all the way up until season 4. And back in the day, she was considered to be kind of rude with everybody, but towards the later seasons, she was actually a pretty good character. The next major character I'll be seeing in the mod is Leafy, and she's a very friendly character most of the time. A lot of people like to say that she's in a relationship with Fiery, but the way that I see their relationship, it seems like they're more like best friends. But sadly, both she and Fiery actually ends up being corrupted in this mod. Next on this list, I want to also talk about Taco, who became a full contestant in season 4 of Battle for BFB. And she's a contestant whose personality often changes, but she's generally pretty friendly in the final season at least. And she's another character that in the mod we actually see her get corrupted, and she goes from being a regular taco to being like this rotting fish taco. And next we have Blocky, and he's mostly known for pulling pranks on others and hosting a mini-series named Blocky's Funnies Doings International. Now, some people argue that they are more than just pranks because some of the objects can and have actually died because of them. I mention this because when Blocky gets corrupted, he keeps the same personality and goes out of his way to still prank people. But now that he's actually corrupted, his pranks cause other people on the island to be corrupted as well, making him definitely a dangerous corrupted object. Next in the mod we have Fiery, and a fun fact about him is that he is the first character of Battle for Dream Island to actually be created, and he is the winner of the first season. He's best friends with Leafy and had a rivalry with Coiny during the first 3 seasons, but they actually became friends during the 4th season. Unfortunately, Fiery was caught by the darkness, and one of his main targets was Bubble. And for those of you that don't know, Bubble was the 3rd place contestant for Battle for Dream Island, and Bubble is one of the few characters that actually managed to not get caught by the corruption, but it does look like she was actually eaten by evil Leafy. Speaking of evil Leafy, she's basically like a mysterious figure that acts as the evil counterpart of Leafy, and she lives in the evil forest. In this mod, she consumes Fiery, Leafy, Speaker, and Bubble, making her definitely one of the most dangerous characters in the mod. Next up, we have Ruby, who officially became a contestant during seasons 2 through 4. She serves as an ally to Pencil, Bubble, Match, and Buck during season 2, and she was considered the most friendly and fragile object for the team. In the mod, we see her driving a Free Smart super van with Pibby, and she's trying to escape Fiery and the darkness. However, after Needle actually breaks into the car, Ruby gets distracted and eventually crashes. When the car crashes, she actually ends up being corrupted by the darkness, and then we get to see her actually going after Pibby. And since we just talked about Needle, I'll give you a couple of fun facts about her. In the actual show, Needle would actually get confused with Needy by contestants, and whenever they would do that, Needle would actually go out of her way to slap those people who referred to her as Needy. And we never really got any explanation as to why she hates that nickname, but you can imagine that nobody really likes to be called Needy. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out the video on the screen here, subscribe today to become a member of the Orseofkorse, and we'll see you tomorrow with another video. Peace, peace.